Well, greetings, dear viewer. It's been a while, hasn't it? But lovely to see you again. This this gentleman here is Alfred. Alfred is a Moomin forefather or Moomin ancestor, depending on who you ask and how you translate it. And Alfred is familiarly related to Bertil, who is my co-host, along with Stefan on my main channel, Hades Corner, and I am Hades. Okay, let's go to the actual topic of today's video. So the beer for today is Yolo Olut, which means Christmas beer by Le Coq. It does not have any correlation whatsoever, to my knowledge, to the human male genitalia, but you know, you can read the correct spelling from the name of this video. What is special about this beer is that it's alcohol free, 0.0% alcohol by volume. This particular brew was something very new to me, not in the sense that alcohol free beers exist or Christmas beers exist or you know etc. But I had never in my entire life come across this. Found this in a small grocery store in East Helsinki, which is quite an interesting combination. But an alcohol-free Christmas beer, it's something you don't really come across that often, especially in a country like Finland. But anyway, like many beers, like many Christmas beers, this one is a porter-ish type of beer, and mind you, not all Christmas beers are like this. So these Christmas beers tend to be quite often, not always, uh, porters. They sometimes are dark lagers, etc. But I won't go into that type of beer, at least as of right now. Maybe in another video. So, what is porter? Porter type beer. It's a dark, black or dark brown beer that has its origins in England in the early 1700s. This type of beer was immensely popular with people uh, of the working class and porters after whom it was named, and porters were transportation workers during that time and the Industrial Revolution in England and the United Kingdom in broader sense. Porters are brewed with top fermenting ale yeast, with the exception of Baltic porters, but and the as opposed to bottom fermented beers, and these two brewing styles produce different types of beer and different characteristics in these beers. Porters are, as mentioned, they're very famous uh, for their beautiful ruby, deep ruby, dark brown to black color. Dark malts, often roasted malts, that often imparts chocolates and caramel flavors and well balanced, hearty characteristics. Porters were born in the early 1700s, early to mid 1700s, as I said earlier. Uh, and this happened in England when most likely the English brewers developed a blend of three styles of ale: old stale ale or sour ale, the newer brown and pale ales, and mild or weak ales. And it was a product of the UK's Industrial Revolution and one of the first beers specifically formulated to cater drinkers' taste rather than ingredients on hand. So I said earlier that the name porter came from the transportation workers, um, and more specifically central London, and the term stout, which we all or many know from, for example, Guinness, is one well-known stout, and that originally meant the uh, or was the name for stronger porters, uh, stronger ported beers, that is. So the brewery, Le Coq, is an Estonian brewery that makes uh, a number of light-hearted beers, mostly pale, pale and light, highly hopped lagers, and IPAs or India Pale Ales, and to cater to the Estonian and especially Finnish taste, but not my my taste. Yikes! Not my taste. And to cater especially the Finnish import market. These are immensely, you know, a lot of the time when you go to the supermarket here, you can, you know, probably like half of all beers are like a la coque and the kind. Um, but these beers usually taste like reindeer piss. Not that I have personal experience on the latter, but look, let's go on. So as mentioned before, these beers, these light-hearted pale and light, highly hopped lagers and IPAs, they have a huge market on commercial and private imports in for Finns, because so many it's a thing that Finns take the ferry to Tallinn, pack up, buy huge amounts of liquor, and then bring it back to Finland because it's cheaper. Not because it's good, but because it's cheaper. And Finns drink these light pale lagers with around 4.5 alcohol by volume, and call some Estonian exports special beers, giving the humble people the ability to boast of having bought some very fine, very special exotic beer. But this is something that this Alekok Jouluolut Christmas beer, 0.0% ABV, something very really curious. When I saw it on the grocery store shelf, I knew immediately that I had to make a video about this particular brew. But let's have a taste. Now, I poured the drink to a glass, and as you might expect, it has a thick, thick, uh, thick and dense foam or head of the beer. It's very mild, the smell, but very typical, dark, malty, caramelish uh, smell it has to it. Surprisingly good. It's quite compared to other porter type beers that I've tasted or drank. Had the opportunity to taste. It does. It's a lot. The smell, the taste is, and the body is a lot more thinner than most beers that I've gotten used to. Especially the porters and stouts, imperial stouts, Baltic porters. This is very thin, and it's highly malty. The smell of malt, the barley malt, or I think it's barley malt in this one. So it's strong. The malt is strong. The malt is strong with this one. Okay, and it's like syrupy, syrupish, sweet, very sweet, but not overly sweet. Anyway, uh, this was Alukok Christmas beer or Joulu Olut. That's in Finnish, Joulu Olut. It was, I'd say, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, which is surprisingly good for an alcohol-free beer, in my very humble opinion. But that's how it goes. So, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching, and check all the links in the description box below. There are playlist links, my main channel, Hades Corner, my Discord servers, Patreon, PayPal, etc. Please like and subscribe, and tickle the notification bell for notifications for more videos on this channel. This is this is Alfred, a Moomin ancestor, Bertil's relative, and cheers. Until the next one, bye.